Davis on if Chantrell had his procedure yesterday and if there's any report as to how it went?
Yeah, all I know is that he had the procedure and that it was very positive. What that means, long term, is still tenuous. So hopefully we will, know more today. But he's going to be released today. Everything went well, and we'll go from there.
As far when you say you know more today, possibly a timetable today, or is
we're going to start to learn more about what the rehab is going to consist of and the duration and where we're at. But again, I'm not the doctor, but everything that we heard was as positive as it could be.
Al, I wanted to ask you about Jimmy Gaines. Obviously, he's done well being such a young guy. What do you like about his game? And I guess can he be a guy that starts this year?
Oh yeah, I think he absolutely can be a guy that starts. He's a self-made guy. He's a competitor. He's tough. He's really smart. He's come back in great condition, and he's the starter right now. So I think he's going to have a lot to say about whether or not someone supplants him.
Al, at what point in the camp does the head coach start to wonder, are we getting enough in? Are we doing enough? I mean, is that process kind of already
That was 3
there?
days ago.
Okay,
yeah.
that's about what I thought.
No, we just got to be careful. There's a fine line there. Whether it's and this every coach, every program. There's a fine line between the health of the team, how physical you are, of course, duration of practice. Are we getting enough hydration? Are we getting enough rest? Or is our caloric intake what it needs to be to make sure the kids are safe and everything? And so far, so good. And that's a credit to Coach Sways and his staff, and it's a credit to our team because they really came back in good shape, and so that they can endure the practice right now.
I'm sure you had pretty much every minute mapped out. Have you been able pretty much to stick to the script, or have you had to amend things a little bit for various situations?
No, we've been pretty good so far. We've been pretty good. The rains have come in the afternoon like we thought, so it's really not a conflict for us. We've been getting it done in the morning. We've been very fortunate here in the morning. Again, I think it's going to be fairly cool here for at least another 90 minutes or so, which will allow us to get at least a third to a half of the practice in cool weather, and then we'll go from there.
What have you seen from the kicking, punting competition so far?
Exciting. It's exciting, because I think the kickers that are here, Jake and Cameron Dean and Ben and Alex and all those guys, they knew the competition was coming. So they responded. They responded before anybody arrived. But obviously, Bots and Gudas are talented and are truly in the mix right now. We have to see more of Gudas yet. It's just a function of how things fell. Yesterday was only our first placement kicking day, but just of what I've seen of Bots so far, he's going to have a real strong. He's going to be a real factor in this competition.
Coach Kehoe was gone for a while from here, and now he's back. Your impressions of him now that you've known him a while and how he's doing with the line?
I think he's great. I mean, as I said, several times over the last couple of months, I think they're starting to take on his personality, which is what we want. We want them to be rugged. We want them to be tough. We want them to finish. We want them to play with passion. Again, I think Art's kind of self-effacing. He's affable. He's a guy that doesn't take himself too serious. But in the end, he is a competitor. He's an incredible technician. He doesn't get enough credit for that in terms of how he coaches and what he teaches those guys. So I've been very impressed, and obviously the offensive line has responded. You all set, guys?